Okay, so is it running?
Yep.
Okay. So now then we got the heat sink on it. Now this is an aftermarket heat sink. The base is still brass because brass dissipates heat very rapidly. The only thing better than brass is gold, and of course that costs too much money.
Absolutely.
But brass is second, and then aluminum. And so the radiator is made out of aluminum, and the core is made out of brass. All right. Now, when you buy this aftermarket, there's several fans you can actually buy with it. I buy the 120. The reason I buy the 120 is because that's the biggest one you can get. So, you know.
Bigger, better.
Right. The more heat you can pull away from it, the better off you are. Now, so all this does, you see, these things here, they fit in these slots here on the side. So, I'm just going to take it just like that. I'm going to hang it on Riley's side, and then bring it around and snap it on Zelda's side. Okay. Now, this will be aiming toward the top of the computer, and you know there's a fan up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it's electric, so we got to hook it up. It runs off the motherboard. Now, if you'll look right here on the motherboard, it says CPU fan, and it says CUPOPT. That's an optional. Some coolers have 2 fans on it, and that's what you use that for. Or you can use it for a box fan or whatever. But anyhow, use this first one for your CPU fan. Your motherboard is only going to, you know, in your BIOS, it will recognize it in your BIOS. Okay, now, let me explain to you about this CPU, about this motherboard, because we got the motherboard actually ready to go into the thing. But the CPU has to have its own power. First of all, the motherboard has to have power. You see this long blue strip? That's where the power, that's power for the motherboard itself. It powers everything here except the CPU and the video card. Now, the CPU requires so much power that it has to have its own dedicated supply. So right here is where it's at. Goes right there.
The matching blue like box thing.
Right. Now the video card, it will go right here. And it will connect and will draw running power. Now what I'm talking about running power is like plugging a fan into a socket. But you're not going to run the fan off with that socket, you're just going to make the pretty lights come on. Okay. The video card, we're going to hook another hook up to it to make it run. Okay. Now, down here, this is where you hook all your exterior stuff. You know, the Blu-ray that we put in there, the RW we put in there, the hard drive we put in there, stuff like that. We're going to hook it right there. What happened?
He
Bumped it.
You kicked it, Riley.
It's fine.
It's fine. Just move it. There we go.
Okay. So that's where you hook all that stuff up at. Okay. Now, this is a 3.0 hookup, which we will hook up the card reader right there. All right. Now, this is a hookup for your front of your computer. Now, you know, on the front of your computer, you've got a button, an on and off button. You got a reset button, all that type of stuff. That's what these little hookups right here is for. Now, I do have, and I'm going to use it. I do have one of these. And what I'm going to do is take the wires in the computer and hook on it. And then after I get this on it, then all I got to do is just take it like this and just stick it on there.
It's crazy how all these tiny little like things can do so much.
Well, what on this bend? That one right there. There we go. Okay, now, if you need USB 2.0, which we're going to, this one, and this one is the USB 2.0 connections. And your sound, we're gonna have to hook up right over here. Okay, your fans in your computer, your box fan, one there, one here, and one in front, if I need it. Okay? So now then, the next thing we got to do is to install this motherboard into that tower. So shut the camera off and we'll set her in there